tie sheets, refine speech, take 15.
Hello, students, classmates, and Professor Zilgez. This is my refined, informative speech. Here's my audience. We have Paul, and we have Cody and Austin, and we have Luke, who's on camera. Today, I'm going to inform you on how to make a do-it-yourself or DIY homemade film. So let's begin. There are 3 phases when making a film. There's the pre-production phase, the production phase, and the post-production phase. So when you start out in the pre-production phase, you have to follow through 4 steps. Step 1 is obviously the beginning. You need to get the essentials. You have to get a camera, you have to figure out your method of editing, and you have to find your crew. Getting a camera, you can either spend money if you have it to rent or buy a camera, or you can even just use the camera that's on your phone. Most phones today, smartphones, have cameras, and there's no shame or no problem using it. It works out great. Figure out your method of editing. Most of the time, you kind of want to use your computer software. It's usually they have a basic editing software on your computer, whether it's like an iMovie or a Windows Movie Maker. But also there's apps where you can download onto your smartphone to edit. I know iMovie is on the App Store, and I have it on my phone, and it works great. Then you have to find your crew. Ask your friends and your classmates, your peers, even teachers to be in your films, and I'm sure with the right persuasion, they would love to be in your film. Step 2 is creating the story. You need to think of an idea. And off that idea, you have to brainstorm. And this is where you develop your film and you make it into something that's meaningful. You need to write a script/screenplay of your film. This will be the guideline of your whole film, what your actors need to say, the direction of the camera flow, the movement of the blocking of the actors, and then you need to storyboard your shots. So in this step, on this thing, you need to write down or draw what your shot will look like. And this is a guide to help you visualize like what you need to show on camera. Step 3, you need to think deeper on the aspects of your film. You have to find your style. Why is your film a piece of art? Why is this your film? Like, what makes this your film? And this also has to do with the mise-en-scene, and that has to do with everything that is seen inside the shot. So you have your costuming, your set design, and your lighting. Costuming is important because it shows realism in your characters. It helps the audience believe your characters more. Set design, it puts you in the set. With great set design, it makes you feel like you are in there with them. You are in their world. You are in their situation. In the lighting, you can tell a whole story and show the whole mood with just the lighting. Step 4 is casting. You need to assign your roles and your acting positions. So you have your director, who will obviously direct the film. Usually it's the person who created the story is the one that directed it. But so you find your director, then you find your cinematographer, the person who's gonna use the camera, who really has a good technical aspect knowledge of how the camera works, and then you need a set designer, someone to design your sets and get them ready for the shoot. Then you need your boom operator, someone who will hold a mic out of screen but close enough to catch all the dialogue and the audio. So after you find all of this and all this is done, then you get to your production phase. And this is my favorite phase because I love being behind the camera, on set, behind the scenes. So basically this is your filming stage. So make sure you test your equipment before you start to shoot, because you don't want to show up on shoot and your equipment not work, or the settings on the camera aren't right, or you forgot something. You have to make sure that everything is ready to go. So do that the night before or just prior to the shooting. So then after this, you film your scenes. This is the moment where you get to really see what you plan on your shot storyboard on the screen, and this is a very fun, very creative part of the filmmaking. So after you shoot all your scenes, then you finally get into your post-production phase. After you found your method of editing, whether it's through the iMovie app on your phone or just a software on your computer, you import all of your footage. And with this, this is how you create your story. You edit your film. By this, you are arranging clips to have dialogue or have set shots all lined up. Then you have your sound effects, to make the excitement, to create, the feeling that you're in this world. Stuff that is pleasant to the ears, and which is also goes with the score, the music. So don't forget to put your title at the beginning of the film and your title at the end of the film, and your credit slides where you are giving credit to everyone that was in the film, including yourself. So after this, your film is done. You finally export your film onto a blank DVD and grab your permanent Sharpie and write the name on it, because you just made your first homemade film. And that is how you make a do-it-yourself film. Thank you.